Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nilaus and this is episode 43 of our Let's Play campaign. And, well, we are actually closing up on the very last bits of the stuff that I just wanted to make the base running at the 3000. That's the good thing about that is that I'm not going to end it, don't worry. I will also look at military, and since we've scaled all the inputs for military, and I'll look at power because it's interesting, and we're going to look at fueling because you're all laughing at me. That'll be episode 50. Oh wait, day 50 is actually coming up soon, so that might be refueling just to keep a tradition here. We're learning a lot about how big trains work and buffers and stackers and all that stuff, and it's super important. So let's just take a look at something I have prepared. I have prepared this setup here. This is the last of the copper locations that we need for all of it. Stacker 4, load 4, and I'm going to just hook it up from here. And if I can find where the lines, there we go. What this does is it takes these trains, hopefully, maybe, kind of, sometimes. Oh yeah, I just hooked them up, as you can definitely see here. And then they should be ready to go out. Come on, go. You can do it. There we go. 63 and 64. Good. All right, so that is working. What have we learned about this setup? Well, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things. For example, this double parallel queue is a bad move. For example, I've set these to 2, and we just have a perfect case of the problem here. The problem being that if I have 6 trains, they could be done exactly like this: 2 plus 2 plus 2 and 0, and that means I have less throughput. So that's not a good idea. The second one is this snaking back and forth, this queuing system means that if we look at that one before it was moving, as soon as one train goes out, all the other trains that are waiting in the queue, not a stacker, have to move. So I would guess that's more pathfinding. It's just more. Thirdly, fourthly, fifthly, thirdly, is that all the trains coming in have to go a really long way, because they have to go through the entire queue to get all the way up. We all know that going to the supermarket and there's no one there. No, going to the amusement park and it's a rainy day and there's no one there, and you just go back and forth and back and forth. Maybe you cut in line, but trains just don't really leap from line to line, luckily. Not yet, at least. So that's basically where we are for this. Some things here, this is working much better. Not surprising. Like, oh wow, so you did some experimentation and you found out that the stuff that's been commonplace for the last, I have no idea, 5 years is actually the best. Yeah, well, but you gotta try some things, right? Gotta try the queuing system instead of the stacking system. Now we tried it, and I'm not I think we found some limitations that I couldn't really see beforehand. I'm sure you could do it. I couldn't. Now I can. It's awesome. Oh, by the way, this one. Ha ha ha. You're laughing at me going back and forth. Oh, damn it. I thought I fixed it. Never mind. I'll do that. And empty. Yeah? Copy. Didn't I copy? Copy? It didn't make the copy sound. Paste. All right. How is this? Oh, it's the rear one. Yeah. So this one is almost leaving here. So from full to empty. That's good. Next one we have in question is going to be, and this is where we have the nightmare fuel to fuel our nightmares forever and ever and ever. We're going to start by taking our race boots off, all 10 racing legs off, and we're going to build the nightmare railroads. Woo! How is that for hyping? Woo! Right, what are we going to do? This is going to be absolutely disgusting. I'm pretty sure of it. But we're going to start by just getting a sense of the speed. So again, the last ingredient of the productivity module is, surprise, surprise, still not something you can do productivity modules on. It's just insane that it isn't the case. And what I'm doing here is just taking my precautions that I want all the space inside. Oh, I can even hit inside instead of just shuffling around the substation all the time. We are going to also put that one here. Yep. And then we're going to do here. So, oh, 45? Huh. And the stuff we need for the entire thing is actually 357. 357 is remarkably close to 360, and 360 is remarkably close to 8 times 45. Huh. The problem, though, is that in order for me to do that, I have to do a fully saturated belt outbound, and I have to consume a fully saturated belt inbounds and outbound. That means I need dedicated belts inbounds and outbound for all this crap. And technically maybe not, doesn't matter. If it's only 8, then we can bring it in from top and bottom and then get the belts. Let's do that. Okay. Whew. Well, I'm thinking. So, if I have 12 inputs, right? Or 12 sides that we can put inserters on. You can maximum do like this. Some combination of it. So I have 12 positions. I'm going to need a minimum of 4 outbound to fill up a belt. Probably more. I'm going to need a minimum of 2 to consume a half a belt. So that means I need 2 inbound, 2 inbound. That means, what if we get this one? That could be 2 of those inbound, yeah? And then the other one is going from here. Because they're only going to be feeding one because this comes in. This is going to be a half belt. And then we have to go with the outbound. I'm going to imagine something like this. And that means this one has to be like that. There, there. That's it. I've used every single one. I have now... Oh, they're not chunked. Outbound, 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 out. So I have 3 outbounds. And the beauty of this is on the right-hand side. This is on the right-hand side. This is on the right-hand side. The reason why that's on the right-hand side is because they will always put on the right-hand side of the direction of the belt. So that's the way to remember. If you're looking at an inserter and you don't know if it's going to, where it's going to output, the answer is right-hand side in the direction of the belt. And also picking up, it's closest, but what is closest when it's coming towards you? Right-hand side, direction of the belt. That's just the way it is. So this looks good, I think. Let's see if we can get it to work. There will be some finagling here. And these two, since this is the half one, I'm going to set this as that one. Already done. It's happy. Over on this side, I'm going to do stone and steel. And I think I need to force them to be one or the other. Yeah. So what I want to do is, since this one can only pick up from the outer lane, and this one... Oh, right, you know, I do need my measuring tape. There. A calculator on how intense it is. Oh, I saw a gap already. There's a... Oh, whoa. Back off there. Yeah, so steel's not coming in fast enough because everything will pick up from the first belt. So we are going to change these to white inserters. Not this one, don't need, because it can only pick up the outer belt. And these will now go stone and stone, because those are 2 are picking from the closest belt. That means it's easier. While picking up from the furthest belt is bad, but if I'm picking up from an underground and an underground, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't register inside outside. It just picks up from a box. Interestingly enough, why is this one not fast enough? That is very, very weird to be why that's not the case. What if I just put this on both sides? Just, I think that'll be better. What I'm more curious about is whether one of the other ones will run out then. Yeah, now it's working better. I want to see if it's ever running out. And the next part is, let's check this one out. This is at a mediocre 37, 39. So we're going to wait for it to optimize. Okay, so the things we're watching for is gaps on the belt, missing inputs where it stops working, and all the way up here we see this is running at 43.5 per second. You can look at the red number. Those are basically our measurements, but you can always see there's a problem. We have to fix that problem, and the way we fix that is it's only on this side, and I'm going to set this to 8. Lo and behold, Oh, come on. That was supposed to be perfect. There, it clips again. Why does it do that? I want smaller insertion buckets here. Alright. This one's constant. This one has so far been constant. And let's see if this one, if it goes all the way up to 45, stabilizes at 45, then I'm happy. There we go, 45. This is now means that now for 100 tiles, it has been running rock steady at fully compressed belts. I love, and there are a few games like Factorio where you can do it this crisp. Usually there's always rounding errors that you're like, oh yeah, you can't. But no, Factorio, they've just been like, if it says 45, you're damn well getting 45 per second. And you will be able to do it because the inserters can squeeze in and compress the belts. Oh, do you guys remember the time when inserters could not compress belts? And you did smelting columns with underground to underground to underground because only by inserting you into undergrounds could you compress the belt? That was horrifying. Good thing they fixed it. It was probably not easy. It was probably a hell of a lot of work that most developers would not have touched. Yep, we got it. Boys and girls, we got it. Now, that only begs the question, how the hell are we going to do this? How the hell are we going to do this? First of all, can I drag it out on the same side that I get it in on? I don't think that should be a problem. It's just flipping this one. Except right hand side in the direction of travel is now way too much on the other side. Oh no. So that's no. I haven't built that again. Okay, so my point here is that in order for me to actually build this correctly, I am going to have to build... Yeah, I was kind of thinking like having a grid that would be 8 by 8. What the hell? Why are you starting to do that? Who allowed you to start making gaps on the belt? How did that... It was perfect before and now you've messed up. It was just running so smooth and now suddenly everything just... What the hell? How did it go from working smoothly to not working at all? Look, now it's starving on the stone bricks. What happened? What happened? This is so weird. Because it's starving on stone suddenly. How is stone starved right now? It doesn't make any sense why it's starved. Because it's coming in. Does it also need like the first one being 8? No, the last one being... The first one being 8. Okay, so this one is always working. But I think that it's going to have issues with output right now. Simply because the piles it takes are not big enough. If I could do something like that, just boost it up a bit, then maybe it'll reach a more steady situation. No, it doesn't get steady. It was steady before, and then I made a change and made the change back, and then it's not steady. Maybe it's steady now. Maybe. Ooh, it gets so close, down to 1. Down to 1. All right. If I don't look at it, it's probably fine. All right. So my intention previously was to get all of this done in like a 2x4 matrix. That's not gonna happen because I can't get this any other way. I'm gonna get my stuff inbound here, and let's see if I can make... I'm gonna get more than 22 of these, and this one can get that one. So let's start by seeing how much you're going up. That's definitely not enough. $23. This is enough, but is it though? And I can take this one out because I can then take here. It is actually enough. And then I should be... This one will come in here. This one will... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I should be... This one will come in here. And then I How much iron is this going to use? And then I multiply by 8. 68. So it's going to take 2 iron belts. Okay. So the things we need inbound: iron, stone, and steel. And I already feel that iron should be coming out here from this one, and then steel and stone. Something to that effect. There. Okay. This one. Copy, paste. And yeah, this one's not good. Oh, I just killed everything. I killed it, but we are gonna re-establish it like this. I'm gonna get 2 of these. Okay, whatever. Power poles are the least important things we can deal with right now. There. This again is completely irrelevant. It just needs to saturate this belt. This has to be an underground because otherwise it leaks into the other belt, which would be absolutely horrendous. And this one should be fine. It should be take a while, but then once we get to that while, it will actually start stacking up and not be working 100%. Good. I like it. It's pretty small and comprehensive. I'll do this one and then get that one in. That's not an input side, it's on the output side that way. Cool. So it comes here and gets pushed in to be the closest possible, and this is a repeatable pattern, and it's actually so repeatable that we actually have power poles that actually match for this. Good. And all we need is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that's it. This is brilliant. What we don't have yet is this one. So now I am not fully confident about this. If I take 2 of these, right? So now I'll have another issue with this. The issue with this one being that I would like this to be a full belt that gets split like so. Like that. And I forgot to. Yep. And that'll be one with steel and one with steel, double steel, and one with double stone. So the point here is this one is going to be exactly like it was before, but the other one is going to be reversed, which means these have to be different. And I don't know if that's actually working. It's missing some stone. Probably just this one that didn't pick up stone. Okay, never mind. This one. Outbound. Yeah, and I know the other one is also wonky a bit because it takes a while to stabilize. Alright, so this is the pattern actually. That's a very nice pattern. I'm gonna build this a bit closer. All the way up there. And I'm gonna get 4 lanes in. This one. I will now have 4 of these. That'll be 180, and we'll look at belts. Perfect belts. 4 full belts. I'm gonna get 4 full belts in here. And 4 full belts of the other side. Copy. Input, input, and take these out. And these will meet at other locations as well. Yeah. Great. I think that's it. We're going to build the whole thing, and I am going to take these fake ones out. Right, we're going to build the whole thing now, and it's going to be 2, 3, oops, why? So we have built this one before. We're going to start by saying this is the closest one. Here. And that means all of this has to jump over. I don't like having these. Nope, it's going to contaminate it. Jump over, and it's going to go this way. Next one. Jump over, go this way. Make sure we take these out. Jump. Make sure we take this out. Goes in here, and this will now be the second one. So this one goes in and in here. Next one goes from here and inbound. And so this one has to jump. And this one goes in. Now that I really like. I want to see it running because this is honestly one of the more complex builds, which is nice to sort of round off on one of the more complex ones. Seriously? Just build it like that. Why the long lanes? Because I want to see if there are gaps. So this is good. This is going to be our build, and I want this build to be positioned middle. We should take these out. That one is the middle, and that one is the middle, and that's the middle. And this is the middle. Good. And I probably should have taken this one out first, because now I get an annoying thing. Oh. And annoying thing there. Good. Now I need to figure out what do I think is the middle for this. I think that's the middle, and I think that one is. So kill that, and paste it again. Infinity loaders can't be stacked on top of each other. That's good. And I will have this one. Probably not, but still. Now I'm going to do the fake things so that I can see if it actually works. I'll get the iron in from this side. Because I'm just not super confident about this one. Well, I'm super confident that it's awesome, but there might just be some mistakes here and there. What did we say? This one was... Let's go with... No! That's actually quite problematic if I miss this. If I do this wrong. And I have to... I don't know where they are, so they're somewhere. Get back, so at least we've emptied the belts now. This one will be stone on both sides. And then we'll get steel on both sides over here. So that's 4 lanes of steel in. Nice amounts or bad amounts, whatever. There. Goes in. I like this. I really like this build. This is way better than I had thought. If it works. And it does. But if it works. Right? Looking good so far. But it needs to be a bit more compressed, please. But this will consume the entirety of the 4 belts. All the time. Everywhere. Now those gaps we have on the belts are less than ideal. I'm just going to casually hope that it'll even out. If you look at it, then I was about to say it gets less and less, but I don't even think that's the case. Like some of them, like now this one is perfect, but will it continue to be perfect? This one's perfect, and then the small glips. I think we can manage with these glips. We're going to have to. So let me, from here, we are going to find some stations. That's just basically going to be the same as the other one. This is a what station? A stone brick station. It's going to be funny how we have a iron station here, which is going to go in 3 belts. I think think the stations should be the same, right? If I just look at this part. Oh, I can't do that. That's going to be way too aggressive there. And if I... Here. Right. What do we not want? We want actually only... No. These are also dependent. Actually, this one as well. Okay. Boom. And this one on the other side. Even this train station is not correct. And I'm gonna get this one. Anything that is not just rails and substations. There. Okay, so that is good for now. And then we'll need to place the right size locations on it. And then do the belting part. Let me do that for you, and then we'll be back when we are ready to actually see this come into effect. So now we've done the basic hookup here of the inbound stations. There was a bit of a finagling to do so that I moved it up. It looks very nice when they are just coming in at the clean lines here, directly opposite each other, and then we just bring in the iron line from down here. It's a slight squeeze, but since it's only 2 lines, or specifically 68 per second, then it's really inconsequential. As soon as I start hooking these ones up down here, there will be trains coming in, with the exception of this train, the stone train. That won't be coming in because there is no stone train. So that's not great, to be honest. Also, we don't really have this one outbound, so I think I'm going to take here actually. Hold on. This is a full belt. Oh yes, it absolutely is a full belt. That it has to be, because they're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lanes out. So that is what we need. How much is this one consuming? This is consuming 165. So it's actually over consuming slightly. That's not great. Let's find a loading station somewhere that has 8 lanes. The only place we have 8 lane loading stations, well, we have 16 lane loading stations, is actually out here. Ooh, but they don't look good, do they? Do I have other ones? What about this? Ooh, that's not it. Ooh, no path. That sucks. Yeah. Okay, that sucks because they really shouldn't be sending it to this one. And I am going to do... How am I going to do that? Damn, I did not expect that. We'll just put a little hash at the end here. And for that one as well. Okay, let's go up here and see if they're still broken. Destination full. Okay, so it's when first it finds destination full, and then if it can't do those, then it goes to one that's open, but one that has other issues. Okay, that's actually okay. So that means we have 8 lane load here. This is 8 lanes into 4 lanes into that. Should we do this loader? Let's do that one. Somehow I'm kind of liking this. Let's keep that in our pocket and then get another situation. It has to be actually this one. I'll take the trains for this. Anything that is not tracks, go away. Okay, I can't rotate properly. There. But not you, my friend. So get that out. And what we want to do here for this one specifically is to find... Well, I'm gonna have to find the middle. This is a long train as well, so I can just take... Now I can just take this part. And there's actually an error here, isn't there? Yes, there's. Deconstruct, except not that one. And if I now grab it, then it shouldn't take the stuff that's deconstructed. Here, none of these, none of these, none of these. Really shouldn't have all of those. There. And all those damn middle ones. Who really thought that was a good idea when you have two trains? There. And then this one will get a much more reasonable name. That reasonable name will be Rails. Actually, should it be Rails 2? Didn't I do Rails 2 something for the other ones? Nope, I just do Rails. Oop. Technically this is Rails. Technically it's Rails and a space. And then, you know, that's not great. And no warnings here. I'll get this one, and I'll get over here the other two. Magical Roboport. And we take the stuff we copied, and I need to figure out where that's going to be. It's going to be... Wow, that's intersecting with a lot of... That one? Oh no, that wants to go on the other side. It can't go on the other side. So I'm going to do a... It has to be a good unloader. But this unloader is not good because it really wants to be on this side. The opposite side of where it loads. Don't like that. Also don't like to have many more, but this is a perfect split. Maybe not the last one. Don't like this. So this should be okay, except that now I don't have any power poles at all that are useful here. I'll slide them off to the best of my ability. There. No, can't do that even. I mean, at the end of the day, it just has to be powered. There. Inbound. Ugh, disgusting. I'll take some of this out as well, because I don't like it. There. Okay, so we have these 8 lanes. It looks like this is actually the part where I want to get my power from, and I don't think that's good. So let's get an 8 to 8 bouncer and figure out how that's going to be positioned. That's going to be here. And that one, I will get it from... We got some 95 productivity modules, or productivity research. Pretty good. 2, 4, and the other one is also 4. And let's get a balancer. Just an 8 to 8, but it has to be a throughput balanced 8 to 8. So the good one. That one. And let's get that inbound. That should also be pretty simple. What you just do is this one, rotate it, and then it's inbound. Rotate it here, flip it here. Right, let me get that sorted, and then we'll be back. There. Now it's completely inbound, outbound, it's all good. And what we need to do first of all is, now I need to make some rails. I can, since these don't have the right names, I can do rails up here, rails there, and then we'll just hook up a copper, a stone deposit. I'm gonna take a stone deposit from this here is probably good. No, it's gonna be that one. So I take it out here and take that. That should be pretty simple. It's a small one. So I'll be back once we are ready to hook it up. All that preparation just to be able to see it flow out like this, and here we are. So we are going to hook up some of these trains. They'll be 181. They're going to be here, and I'll just switch it on. It'll be something with stone, from stone load and to full with, and stone into empty. Yes, I'm not going to hook it up, but what I am going to see is if whether this one here, it has 2. Should it have 2? Probably should have 3, 4, maybe even. Probably should have 4. And I think this one actually has to have 4 as well. Yep, and that means I also probably need to put in that one, so we can get additional stations sort of on this path. We're gonna take this one and copy it. So that's 1 train. How many do I set here? I set it to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to make sure that we, oops, not that one. We'll put it down here. That's 4 trains. 4 trains in, 4 trains out. That doesn't seem appropriate, does it? Let me just get that one done here. If I only have 4 trains, I don't think 4 trains is enough then. I think I need 6 trains then. And then I need this one to also be kept at 6. Right, so they are ready to go. So I will just remember to hook them up in the right order. Go to load. Go to load. I'm just going to stand quietly here while everything comes in, so I don't get run over. Go to load. You as well. Loading. Loading. And loading. And they're all loading only from a single location. I do very much hope that I can have 8 full lanes. Promise I'm getting 8 full lanes in here. That's good. 8 full lanes in, and then I need 16 at the other end. Come on, can I do this? Yes. I'm gonna hitch a ride. See you back in the base. And we're back safely in our base, and I will just make sure that that one gets here. And if we're gonna get more trains outbound, we also make sure that this one is powered, and that one. Good. We are now going to remove the signals here, the special signals, the special hash characters, so that they will come inbound, and this one as well, and that character here, so they will get inbound. Good. And I'm going to remove my running track suits things. Is anything inbound for this one? Looks like it. There's some moving at least. The best way to look is whether this one turns blue. So this one turns blue, that means there are 2 trains inbound here. This one has not turned blue because there are not 4 trains inbound. If we look at our dashboard here, we can see that this one can now be deleted. This one can change to green. And there. Very advanced dashboard. But we do not have enough steel, though also remember that military does take a bit of steel, but this one definitely needs 1 extra one. We only have 2 steel facilities, so we're going to need 1 more to make sure that we get in here in time. we are going to wait here for the trains to come in, and then we'll see the whole thing just springing into action. What I will do though is I will summon the fake train here, because then we'll get rid of the very last of our fake trains. Let's remove that, and then hopefully some another train will come in before that. Fingers crossed. There's a steel train. Let's have a look at it just as it goes in. See if it unloads and unloads correctly. It should be, and they are fully compressed immediately. That's good. Comes in as taking 8 lanes out, pretty much close to 8 lanes at least. And when we get in here, we should be seeing more inbound. And we have the iron as well. I know what's wrong with this one. This one, go. This one, go. That one's now coming in. And we have the very first rails coming out. I think there was just some of the... what are they called? Yeah, some of the sticks on the path anyway, so they would be going in. And now we have it real, genuine, no cheat, no nothing. This is what it is. Looking good. We'll need to wait for it to saturate. First of all, we'll see if everything is working. It is not. There we go. Well, that's why we have to stand and look at it. We want to see that it actually is moving. And how many trains do we have there? This is blue. This is blue. Okay, so they're fully saturated. That is excellent. I will go up here and I'll kill this train. So once we have that train, we should actually be good to go and have removed the last of the fake trains to the input. Now obviously back up to the purple signs, it will have run out of rails a long time ago. This one, 64,000 rails is what we need. Yeah, it's going to take a while. But let's look at this point. It has like small gaps here and there. That's okay. That's okay. I really hope it will saturate better and become... So these have to be saturated belts, and I think they are right now. They're saturated. This one is used. This one's used up. It's all good. It's all good. These are getting more and more saturated. I think it does take just a while to be fully saturated, and we'll still have these minor blips once in a while, which is kind of annoying. But I think the best way I could do that would be, it seems silly, but if I did this, see, now it's done. Cheating. How far are we? This one's 25,000. Wow, 25,000. That's a lot. So we have now everything operational. I saw that there was missing a signal there. I'll put it in afterwards, but now it's warning me. At least this is idle. That is what it is. And we're going to do a hooker. We're going to hitch a ride on this one, and then we'll see when it comes out. So let's just enjoy the ride to the purple science station. So here we are, unloading the belts, looking very nice, and I'm sure that it's going to be barely keeping up. The question is whether the next one comes in faster than this one empties, but this looks fantastic, I think. Fantastically horrible. So this is where we're going to wrap up. We have now a silly amount of rails, and they're coming in, and the purple science is up and running. We have all the signs operational, and now it's time for us to go into power, refueling, removing roboports, and military science. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining. If you are enjoying it, be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. Leave a comment below with good questions, mistakes I made, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and stay effective.